I can't stall anymore.
Johnny?
Yeah. That's good.
And that's crazy dial.
Hello.
John Heffron, you know Johnny, he won Last Comic Standing a couple of years back, and now he's at the Improv at the Waterfront all weekend long. And it's good to see you again. I believe the second time on the show. And last time you were here, you were just about to enter into the institution of marriage, and you were giddy as a schoolgirl, my friend.
Yeah, well, you know, a lot's changed. I think I was maybe married for about a year. So, if I'm thinking.
Kind of a newlywed.
Okay. Yeah.
Still excited in that excited phase.
Yeah, but now that I've been married for a while, I think marriage, here's what it is. I think when you get married, it's kind of like switching cell phone plans if you're a single guy. You know what I mean? So I changed from a single guy plan to a married guy plan, and I lost a lot of the features I had on the single guy plan. Like the first thing to go is roaming. That's gone. Yeah, there's no more roaming apparently, and if I do roam, then I lose my house. So it's a very expensive roam.
Substantial penalty.
And then I also lost that three-way option.
Oh yeah.
But it's funny. I had it on my single guy plan. Never really knew how to use it. You know, so I really, but it was there though.
The option was
there. The option was there. I didn't know how to use it, and I know guys that use it, but but now being married, it's definitely gone. No,
you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah. So what
you didn't think you needed to use it.
I mean, I had it. I think I paid for it. Right. But, still never really kind of, you know what I mean?
Well, that's got to be tough. And you're traveling all over the place. Stand-up's going well for you?
Stand-up's going great. You know, I just had a new Comedy Central special out this last Friday, a couple days ago, and then a new CD out, and then I'm here in Pittsburgh trying to think of something funny people haven't seen before. I might be done.
I
think so.
Yeah, you just say I'm done.
I think I've gone. You know what? I think I've said everything funny I'll possibly say the rest of my life, and I'll maybe work at Costco by the hotel I'm staying at. You know, just kind of.
Either that or just go all serious. Just tell everybody.
Just
hey, look,
literally.
There's another side to me.
Yeah, just go on, or just make people cry the entire time.
Yeah, a new thing at the Improv.
Yeah, just look at everybody and go. You know what? Really, you didn't hug your dad enough, did you? You really never told the guy you loved him.
Now we were in your hometown last year. You're a Detroit guy, right?
Yeah.
We were there for the Super Bowl with the Steelers, of course, last year in your lovely town. And I'll tell you what a beautiful location for a Super Bowl in February. You can't ask for a better one than
you know what,
Detroit.
I had fun there. Randy and I both. It was a fun city. It's not a pretty city.
It's not a pretty city. It's a vacant city.
Yes.
Great strip.
There were only 2 shootings when I was there downtown.
So it was a nice,
which wasn't bad.
The actual city of Detroit isn't bad because nobody lives there, nobody's there, so the crime is relatively little.
Right, sure.
Because there's nothing going on.
Right.
But yeah, the outskirts and stuff.
You go to the outskirts like Bloomfield area, whatever it was called. Man, it's a beautiful home.
Super nice.
Really nice.
But, that's right. I was here here this year last year.
Right.
We had to cancel our show because you guys were playing football and had to win the game on Sunday to make it into the Super Bowl.
That's right.
AFC right around here.
Yeah.
I think our AFC championship, which went to Denver. And
are you a huge sports fan?
You know what? I'm a huge video game sports fan. Like, I can't watch regular football anymore. Regular football is completely boring to me.
You like Madden football?
Yeah, Madden. You know what I mean? I like to, you know what I mean? I wish real football was played that way. I would love to see it's 4th and 32. What are you doing? I'm going for it. Dude. What am I, a wuss? I don't kick. I traded my kicker. I never got one guy on the team that kicks, man. There was a salary cap. I got rid of everybody who kicks.
That is pretty funny how you want to employ the tactics you use in the video game when you're watching it on TV.
Why not?
It'll be off. It's 2nd down. What's your defense? Punt block? Put everybody up against the line and one guy way in the back.
Why doesn't he take a knee 3 times just to piss off with the opponent? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. John Heffron's at the Improv this week, and there are 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow, and one on Sunday night as well. Do you watch the American Idol? We were just talking about how Rosie's yelling at everybody for laughing at the morons.
I watched American Idol for the first time last year. And I got a chance, maybe about a month ago, to work with Taylor Hicks on the USS Reagan for the troops. Taylor Hicks, not a fan. Kind of a crazy tool.
Yeah.
Him and his road manager, I gotta say, not very respectful to the sailors aboard the ship.
That's
really
that's wild,
crazy,
yeah,
crazy bad.
Arrogant kind of guy in that sense, you know, like thought himself too important. You mean like that?
Yeah, I thought that the both him and his road manager treated I would say servicemen, but they're kids. I mean, they're little 18 years old. Very, very disrespectfully.
How so though?
That's something.
His road manager, you go through before you get on to the ship. You have to go through like a mini thing through
like
the airport. Yes, security, right?
Yeah.
So his road manager has like 3 bags. And he goes, these bags need to go up into his rooms, and they were sitting there. And then he went through security. He looked at some of the sailors and went, these bags need to go up in his room, like because nobody grabbed it right away, right? So I said, dude. I go, they're servicemen. They're not a valet at a hotel.
Yeah, these are bell
Relax.
captains.
And then he looked at me, then looked at me and goes, are we going to take these or not? So then these 2, kids, 18 or so, grab the bags, take it up to the to where we're staying. We're all staying in these Mac Daddy rooms on the ship, which literally are super, super small.
Yeah.
But they're Mac Daddy because the sailors sleep, I think, 6'2", this... I can't make
like little
6'2", about the size of a car from one door to the other.
Right.
So then his manager came out with his suit jacket and goes, this needs to be steamed. So the girl that was kind of our escort goes, well, what's it made out of? And he goes, obviously something very expensive.
Oh my God.
Right? So
Can you believe that?
Yeah, so then that...
Mammoth hair.
Yeah.
Please take care of it.
Yeah, and so then you had to be escorted anywhere you went. So Taylor goes, I need to make a cell phone call. So this escort, this girl, takes him on board, and she came back, and she was kind of frazzled. I'm like, what happened? I guess Taylor was walking, and he looked at her and said, you'll walk with me till I get a bar, then you stop. You know what I mean? Because he was trying to get cell service, and that's what he said. So
wow!
How does a guy? You know,
it was cool. It was funny because then when I performed, and this other comic Josh Blue performed.
Oh,
and
sure,
then,
we know Josh.
And then Taylor performed, and he's up there going, "Yeah, you guys are just great, doing this for our country, but you're on a ship. News travels fast." They were all like, look at him, going, dude, don't pull that patriotic stuff with us. If you were really into how you were, you wouldn't, treat us that way.
Yeah, so he wasn't well received by them?
I mean, he sang, they stared at him. You know what I mean? I don't.
He sucks,
a year ago,
he's not that good a singer.
A year ago, we're listening to this guy. He's tugging on our heartstrings with, yeah, man, I was a waiter, and I did this, and that was so hard. You would think a guy like that would, understand what it's like.
Yeah, I mean, and I sat next to him. When we got done, we had to go down below, and we sat at this table and signed stuff, and he had his stuff pre-signed, and like when the people came to our like little table, he would just it's hard to show on radio, but just imagine if you put your fingers on the table and just kind of push the picture towards somebody, and then the next person, and then you kind of push it to the next person.
Wow!
And then I'm right next to him going, what's your name? Oh, hey,
dude, connection.
And writing something and
that's the whole
passing.
idea.
And then at no point did he ever even turn to me or acknowledge me. Do you know what I mean? Like whatever, to the point where then I took my pictures and I went, hey, since you already signed yours, can you start helping me and sign mine? Like and then he looked at me and just kind of so I was very impressed. But I was also a guy who me and my wife, we actually voted for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was kind of it was bummed out when I saw that. But I've heard from Lewis Black, another comic.
Yeah.
He's worked with a lot of American Idol people, and he's said all of them are
similar. I can't believe Lewis Black is working.
So they go from being they're one of us, just a humble human being trying to work their way through life, and then all of a sudden they make it. Yeah. And then here they're just pompous a-holes.
Yeah.
Kind of like you, Jim. Same exact career path.
As soon as the mic went off, I stiffened.
Right. Yeah. I get the same vibe from you and Taylor.
That little look, don't touch me.
Oh yeah, you get the story from the strip district and everything, and then all of a sudden, as soon as the mics are off, he's throwing his latte at the intern.
Actually, I used John's cell phone to make my call.
Right. But so yes, I watched American Idol last couple days, and I already have a favorite.
All right, well, we'll talk more about that coming up. We got John Heffron. He's at the Improv this weekend. 2 shows tonight, 2 tomorrow, 1 on Sunday, 462-5233. Improv.com. Mike Pursuta with a quick sports update for you, and then more with John Heffron on a DV Morning Show.